Hi, it's me, your level-headed news friend with 3 stories to keep track of today. Story number 1, big ruling by the Supreme Court. In an emergency order they issued just yesterday, Supreme Court justices ruled to strip protections from Venezuelan migrants who had moved to the U.S. to escape their home country. This could impact up to 350,000 Venezuelans currently in the U.S. Here's the backstory. Back when Biden was president, he gave Venezuelan migrants what's called TPS, temporary protected status. This is a status given to people who are coming from a country that is perceived to be dangerous or a situation that they can't easily return to. Why would Venezuelans need that protection? A little bit of backstory about their politics. They've had the same president since 2013, Nicolas Maduro. He doesn't have the best reputation. In fact, even though there was convincing evidence that he had lost the presidential election just last year, he somehow ended up being inaugurated again. So he is still in power after over a decade. He has created an environment that was enough for the Biden administration to say Venezuela is a democracy in crisis. Now, with this new ruling, the administration can begin to deport Venezuelans who had that temporary protected status. The Supreme Court gave no reason for this overturning, but they are leaving open the possibility that individuals can appeal it. The lot that remains to be seen. We know this is a bigger push of Trump's agenda to move migrants out of the country. It will not go uncontested, I'm certain, so this is one of those stories that we will just keep track of. Story number 2, big changes when it comes to the COVID vaccine. In an exclusive story reported by the Wall Street Journal, there are reports that the Trump administration is planning to drop recommendations for pregnant women, teenagers, and children to get the COVID vaccine. The Department of Health and Human Services, which as we know is being led by RFK Jr., is expected to remove that recommendation that the CDC currently has in place. As the Secretary of HHS, Kennedy does have the legal power to change that recommendation. Of course, this doesn't necessarily practically mean anything for people. You can still go to the doctor if you're one of the people in those age groups and request the COVID vaccine. It just means that if this goes through, it wouldn't be under the list of recommended vaccines for those groups. And story number 3, if this one is true, this would be a scandal. Reports from the New York Times that Jordan Hudson, she's Bill Belichick's much younger girlfriend, has told at least one person that the pair are engaged. As you know, they've been making headlines lately. He's 73, she's 24. People are talking about the way they met on an airplane. Apparently she was reading this book. It was a college philosophy book called Deductive Logic. Ooh, sexy. Anyhow, they're also making headlines because of that awkward moment during the CBS TV interview where she kind of screamed from off camera that they wouldn't be discussing their relationship. They have not yet confirmed that they are in fact engaged. It's just a report, so we'll see. This obviously means like nothing directly for our lives, but you know, gossip. Anyway, that's 3 stories. Have a good one. Comment your thoughts below. Bye.